Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is probably going to be one of the quicker videos I've ever done and a little bit of a story time. So we have here someone asking the internet if it's normal for a stay-at-home mom to be giving just enough money for household tasks but not a penny extra. Okay, now this is the TikTok page of Life Coach Sean. She's fantastic. Subscribe. She does a lot of excellent content and her delivery is always fantastic. Let's have a listen, okay?
Is it normal in a marriage for the stay-at-home mom to have to ask for money? Like anytime she needs anything at all, she has to ask for money in like a 12-year marriage to be made sure that you never have anything extra.
Is it normal that your partner goes out of his way to give you just enough money to take care of tasks and he ensures that you don't have a penny extra? No. But
I'm just going to pause there just to interject that. First of all, it breaks my heart to see that wife, maybe she's a mother, but she's a woman who should have dignity in terms of she's had to come to the internet crying and asking this question, which for some of us, I think the answer is quite obvious, but it's the fact that however long, I think she mentioned 12 years maybe, that she's been in this marriage, she's been broken down. And the personal anecdote and story time I have to share is of a family member, an older woman who I know got married quite young. And I'm talking married in maybe early 20s. And again, you all know if you've been on this channel that I talk a lot about the fact that you're not mature enough and your frontal cortex has not fully developed until you're past the age of 25. And it could be even a bit longer for some people because variables, okay? But I'm pointing that out just to say that's probably this poor lady's story. She might have married young. Over the years, this has been normalized to her, and she's having this light bulb moment to question it. Now, with the family member I mentioned, that went on for years, went on to have 4 kids before she reached the point of any sense of independence and ability to leave what was her husband at the time. So they remain currently separated, but being that this was somebody in my vicinity that I could see, I was witness to the fact that sometimes he wouldn't even give her, as in her husband, wouldn't give her enough money to ensure that she could clothe all the kids, purchase back to school items. She would sometimes have to buy things on credit from friends or shop owners that she knew and promise to pay them back. And this is someone who was meant to juggle the household needs as well as managing the kids' finances. The crazy thing with the family member I'm referencing was that she was working. Her husband was happy to let her work, but all her money went into their account. And by their account, his account. So he would still control any earnings she made. And she made good money, but he would then give her an allowance. That was never enough for her to run the family home. So, no, it is not okay. This is not how it should be, whether you are a stay at home mom, a working mom, but a wife and you have kids, or you're just a girlfriend to a man. Like, this is financial abuse.
is it normal that a partner who is trying to financially abuse you behave this way? Absolutely, it is. Not every man that wants to be the provider and pay every bill in the household wants to do it for good reasons. Sometimes they know that it's the best way to be able to control you. They want you to be in a situation where you cannot afford to leave. Where would you live? What would you do for money? How would you take care of the kids? What would you eat? How will you make it without them? Oh, you're the one doing all the cooking and the cleaning and the child rearing and the laundry, so he doesn't have to hire a maid or a chef or a nanny or a tutor. He's the one who's making the money. So if the relationship ever falls apart, he's going to say that it's his money, that's his house, his car, his 401k, his savings account. And some men take the money that you've helped them make to start all over with a brand new wife and brand new kids. I said it before, but I'll say it again. Men always consider their finances, so women have to always consider theirs as well. You don't want your entire future to be dependent upon whether a man still likes you in 10, 20, or 30 years. You may have to consider getting a job so that you can have your own money to ensure that no matter how that man feels in the future, that you'll always be taken care of. Because if he's stingy while he's married to you and in love with you, imagine a man who wants to leave you.
And that is absolutely very critical. If you are a woman who has chosen to get married, love that for you. Make sure you're financially sound. If you're choosing to be a stay at home mother, stay at home wife, it is absolutely vital to have a discussion on what financial needs your partner needs to provide because you are offering labor in the home. Equally, if you are a working mother, ensure your finances are separate from your partner. I'll give an example. Good friends of mine, they both work. He has his own bank account, she has her own bank account. They have a kid, they have a joint account for the home, for the children, for holidays, and they each put money into it. I don't know what the breakdown or how they do it, but I highlight that just to show that she continues to retain control of her finances. Her salary gets paid, it goes into her bank account. She then moves what she needs to move, whatever they've agreed as a couple, into the joint spending account. Okay. And when I've traveled with these, because I'm friends with both the husband and the wife, when we've traveled as a group of friends, we've known each other for years, they just spend from the card of the joint account that they both have access to. But equally, I might go shopping with my friend and she might want to buy a purchase that she doesn't want to spend from the joint account, and she'll use her own bank card. Ladies, it is very important, financial security and financial savvy. A lot of men will control you with financial abuse, and they will sprinkle on top emotional abuse as well. Some terrible situations, even physical abuse as well. So it's vital that we have these conversations. This is something that with my younger female cousins, I have ensured it is at the core of their foundation, that they need to always be able to earn their own money. Date whoever you want, but you must continue to ensure you retain control of your own finances. Now, if we look at some of the comments, people are saying, before I answer, are you going to leave him? I think I understand where that comment is coming from, because a lot of people do bring their issues to the internet, but they're not receptive to the advice they leave. I still think it's good that we offer this woman support because it is quite difficult, okay? And you can see here this person pointing out the fact that essentially a stay at home parent in a healthy relationship has full access to the entire bank account. That is what it should be. And if any of you are considering becoming a stay at home wife, stay at home mother, you've seen it here. That's what you should be pushing for, okay? And I wanted to highlight where someone said, please be kind. Often with financial abuse is narcissistic abuse as well. We are slowly depleted of our whole self. And that is very true, because there's a comment here saying she's not leaving him, so I don't care. It is a difficult situation, but my hope is the fact that she's even voiced this question, the gears are starting to turn. She looks still quite young in the video. I can't place her age. But what I will say, it's giving me the vibe that she married young. This was normalized, but hopefully she's starting to awaken and recognize that that's not normal behavior. Okay. So, guys, let me know in the comments what you think. I will say that the family member I referenced at the start of this video has been able to separate from her partner. She's got a great relationship with her kids. And honestly, since separating from her partner, the sky's been her limit. Like, if I tell you how she has excelled in her work life, she's ended up setting up a fantastic company that makes over six figures. Like, he was a shackle to her, and he was clearly profiting off of her labor in that marriage. He continues to do well on his own, but not to the same degree. So he really lost out on what should have been a blessing if he had not been such a weirdo, controlling, narcissistic partner to her. That's the end of the video today, guys. A very quick one. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. If you know anyone else that's been in similar situations, these kind of stories really break my heart. And I think it's something, as a community of women, whatever your race, ethnicity, or background, whatever your upbringing, we can break free from these shackles. We don't have to suffer the way we've seen elder female family members or all the women we know suffer. So let's try to do that as a community. Do like the video, consider subscribing if you enjoy the content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.